Hey everyone out there in YouTube land, it's me, the Solitary Toker, coming to you from a Sunday afternoon at around 5:30. Check it out. Let the webcam try and focus a little bit. Okay, so I am a member of a church, but they don't really call it a church. But last year the church had a women's retreat, and it's where I made one of my really good friends, met and made good friends with this woman, and we were so excited to go down to the retreat this year. One second, gotta push that down in there. And so I drove and we went down there, and it was a different location than last year, and it just wasn't any fun, like the building carries so much sound that when people were getting up at 6 a.m. and chit-chatting and making coffee, everyone in the whole place could hear it. And we would wake up and we would be like, and I even wrote a note, hey you guys, making breakfast, please be quiet, this sound really carries. Didn't do anything. And then, the activities were kind of lame, the setting, it was really hot, so we were all inside, and I was the whole time, I was just like, I really wish I didn't come. I mean, aside from me and my friend spending time together and hanging out, I was like, this is a complete and total waste of time. I wish I had never come, and I was, I was so ready to go. I was like, let's get out of here right after lunch. And she's like, okay. And we were driving on this road through the redwoods that's like this hairpin. Yeah, maybe this would be better. And she gets car sick so easily. So I literally had to drive 5 miles an hour on this road that would take in maybe 45 minutes to an hour. It took 2 hours both ways. And it was just, I adore my friend so much, and it's just I just couldn't wait to get home. I greeted the pups, greeted the pets. Just couldn't wait to get home and toke it up. So, here we go. One of the things that I think we had a problem with is that we're both young. I'm 44 this October, and she's 40 this October, and then everyone else at the retreat is either in their late 50s, early 60s, late 60s, early 70s, and because we were in a different age group, it kind of got seclusive, and people just weren't warming up to us, we were the youngest ones there, and I don't know what, because we're young and you guys are older, getting old is a privilege, being able to age and all the wisdom and the years, that's a privilege, that's a wonderful thing, we should celebrate our old people, not stick them on an iceberg and float them away. I mean, so it was just why is this sucking so much? And I was really tired Friday night because I got up at 6 a.m. that morning to get ready and take the dogs for a walk and all that stuff. And then it turns out we were 2 hours early. It's what? We weren't supposed to be here at this time? So we were sitting around, just me and my friend, hanging out, waiting for, things to happen. And then, the evening or the next day activities, you could do a soul collage workshop, which is so done. I mean, cutting out things or ripping out things out of a magazine that appeal to you and rearranging it on paper or cardstock and gluing it down and then saying, what does this mean, and blah, blah, blah. We've done it. What, we're doing that again? Oh, a knitting circle. Okay. I didn't bring any knitting. I brought my needlepoint. Okay, you know. And then it's like, well, you can go on a scavenger hunt in the heat and the bugs. No. I mean, the whole thing was just kind of sucky. And it's just, I'm just so glad to be back home. You know, my poor friend, she was so tired, you know, because she was car sick most of the time. She was so exhausted, and her mom, like, as soon as we, you know, as soon as I went to drop her off, her mom brought her daughter over, and she didn't get a chance to kind of like rest and just kind of decompress and come down from whatever, you know, the weekend was. So I'm just like, freedom! Freedom! Now I can go home, and I can see my animals, and I can smoke some pot, and I can just chill and wipe this awful weekend, and it wasn't so horrible, but wipe this weekend off the memory books, you know? Anyway, so, cheers! From the Solitary Toker. Peace, love, ganja.